No, that one was good. I mean, I kind of was didn't really have like running room like I usually have. So it was, it was a good little dunk. I actually didn't think Jack seen me at first, but then I like tripped on my feet. I was like stumbled a little bit, and I caught it, gathered myself, and went up. And then he just jumped, and I had to like pump it over. So yeah, no, it was a good
first half. That the stepping, like it looked like Baker Mazzaro was sagging off you again, and you had it in the corner, and then you kind of brought it out and like took the stepping jumper inside the arc. You know which one I'm talking about? What? How do you, at that point, not shoot the three, but still look for the jumper?
I've been, I've been guarded like that. I've been guarded like that since I've been here, so I kind of know how to, how to play it now. Know how to pick my spots and just know how to navigate through certain things and still moving a lot. I feel like when they're all the way down there in the paint, it's hard for them to box me out too. So I try to crash the glass, as hard as I can. So yeah.
Do you, because not taking the three but still taking the jump? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like is that a conscious thing? Because you want to catch and shoot in rhythm, I would think.
I trust my pull up, and I've been working on it. So I just shot it. TK told me shoot the dribble pull up. So the next time I got it, I shot it. So.
You after Friday, what were the conversations like, and the importance of having this kind of performance on a short turnaround? What does that mean for the whole group?
It's good. Last game was kind of a lot of we didn't really deserve to win that game. We still had a chance to win. And we had 19 turnovers. We just didn't have the pop that we should have had, but we ended up fighting back, and then had a chance. Was up like 3 with like 4 minutes left, and didn't end up getting it done. But yeah, just making a statement. We knew they was going to come to play because it's the second game. They played Michigan first. They were like all the way adjusted to like the time difference and all that since us being the second game. So we knew they were going to come in ready to play. So we just emphasized guarding for real, just guarding, getting back, not giving up threes, and yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe a few games that you guys have played consistently, really good defense against the team from start to finish. How satisfying was that?
It was good. I feel like we put more of a 40-minute game together. We have done in the past, so that feels good.
750 wins for coaches. So I guess just what does it mean to you to be a part of the group that helps him hit that milestone?
It's great. I was here when he hit 700. So just to see him hit another milestone like that is just crazy. Being a part of that. It's just amazing to see him still going like this, still coaching hard, still being the players' coach, still loving his players, still still being himself, and it's just great to play for a coach like that.
With your second
closed doors, is that the kind of stuff that goes out and show it, or is that just the evolution of you trying to become, that 3-level scorer that you can be in all aspects of it?
Yeah. I would say it's a little bit of both, honestly, because I would say I started really locking in on it probably the end of my sophomore year, and before and after, I would really focus on getting those reps up. Even if at the end of sophomore year or sometimes during junior year they weren't falling in. Like I remember I had kind of a slump beginning of junior year, and I told everybody like I have a shot. It's just sometimes they just don't fall in, and putting in all that hard work and making seeing it kind of pay off it's great. But there's also you have to be mentally mature about it. You don't want to force bad shots just because you're shooting really well. You have to keep a smart shot selection, and trying to be more and more of a threat at the pick and pop and the 3-point line, and then also trying to balance that between the 3-point shooting and the post play. I want to make sure that I'm dangerous from both spots.
Jordan looks like he's just been playing with so much more confidence these past couple of weeks. In what ways have you seen him grow over the course of really getting into Big Ten play too?
Yeah, I would say that I would say the confidence is one thing, because when he plays with more confidence, he doesn't feel so much pressure to, overdo stuff. And sometimes as a young player, as a freshman, I can speak from experience that when you overthink it, you try to over hustle and you don't just play ball. I know for a fact that he's been, watching more film and working with coaches, to figure out coverages and if this happens. And so he's been doing a really good job of being mature in going in and watching extra film, or long edits, making sure that if in the game something happens, he doesn't have to, wonder, oh, what do I do? He just has that instinct. And I think that's why he's playing more confidence, because he's been, putting in more work. He puts work on the floor, but he puts more work into, the small stuff like film. Sorry, I shouldn't say small. That's watching film is a really big part of it, but that just shows you that watching film and doing the stuff that doesn't seem like the most tiring or physical. Watching film, it takes you such a long way, and if he keeps doing that, he's going to be a crucial. Sorry, let me take that back. If he keeps on doing that, he's going to be a really good defender, moving forward.
Did you guys know this was a chance for coaches to get 750?
I was not aware of that.
What does the defensive performance mean to give him that milestone?
I think that, let's see, before the game and after the Nebraska game, defensively we have been kind of going downwards a little bit. We've been struggling a little bit, keeping teams, they've been shooting threes on us at a high percentage, and we need that to go down. And there's a couple of stuff that we need to fix, like turnovers and stuff, but playing better defense was like the biggest thing for us going into this game, like making sure we do our job, against them, but making sure that we kind of, put our foot down on the defensive part. And I feel like we did a really good job. We had a step in the right direction, but we need to keep, growing on that. We need to keep going with our defensive principles and making sure that we keep getting better and better and better defensively, because we have the ability. We have the chance to.
And I know before the game, I saw you kind of getting the Izzo alumni a little riled up there. I guess, what was that like playing in front of the old zone or whatever they call it?
Man, it's honestly so awesome, because like not only with the players but also with the Izzo coming back, the alumni, like that just shows you that we have a family environment here. Like they're welcome back, and like it just ties in together, because we during the summer we have grind week where all the basketball player alumni and managers come back, and then we have a night where there's Izzo alumni comes back, and like that just shows you that everybody they're always welcome back. And I can't think of another place who does stuff like that. Yeah.
I guess he didn't quite touch on it, but to get into that 750th win, what does that mean to be able to be a part yet of another milestone victory?
For everything that Coach Izzo's done for me, and not just on the court but off the court, and I just want to give him everything that I can give him, wins and championships, like everything I can give to him, I want, because he's helped me not only as a basketball player but as a person. And it's that simple, so I want to win enough games to get to however many I got left. But like I said, anything I can do for Coach Izzo, I'm not gonna hesitate.
You've been here for a number of, sort of milestone wins in his career. Is there any that sort of stand out to you that you've been a part of?
The one last year at Illinois, which was becoming the all-time Big Ten. Sorry, my brain. But the one at Illinois, that one really stood out to me, because the game before we had an opportunity to do it and we didn't execute. And to go back to enemy territory and kind of begin the gauntlet, they called it, against a lot of hard teams at the end of the year, to get that win, I think that kind of, not only made it official for Coach, but it also set us on a route to win that gauntlet.
Kind of a similar, you don't know what comes after this, but kind of a similar setup there. With last year.
Yeah, no, for sure. Knowing this, and the way we played tonight, really focusing on our defense again, and I think this is a good first step. We just have to make sure that everybody is on the same page on, hey, we have to build on this.